Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to yet another YouTube video. Now, today we are going to be talking about the fact that I am working on a new story on Wattpad, working with ChatGPT. Now, you guys may be asking, why don't I just do this myself? Well, the answer is because I'm quite lazy. um, I used to make ChatGPT story, not ChatGPT stories. I used to make Wattpad stories myself, but quite recently I've been just using ChatGPT lately because I haven't really been motivated to write right now. Now, don't get me wrong, I still craft the stories. It's just I tell ChatGPT to re-edit what I've crafted just to make the story a tad bit more creative in some ways. But yeah, the start of this was going pretty normal, yes. But at the same time, while making the story near the end, ChatGPT did make some strange mistakes. So we'll cover some of them. I'm just going to get straight to chase. The story name is Jurassic Universe: A New World, a direct sequel to Jurassic World Dominion. And no, it doesn't. It's not relevant to Jurassic World Rebirth because, of course, Jurassic World Rebirth isn't released yet. So I don't want to make it too relevant. Only one dinosaur from Jurassic World Rebirth is in the story. And yeah, that's about it. This is literally a sequel to Dominion in every way. Don't worry, Rexy is still alive in this story. So yeah, I crafted some stuff. Jurassic Universe: A New World. I did craft another Jurassic World story with ChatGPT a small while back, and it was called Jurassic World versus Jurassic Park, or Jurassic Park versus Jurassic World. It was actually a lot of fun to make, though there was 22 chapters. All of them were really short, like less than 500 words. Like around 500 or so may sound like a lot, but when it's just like a story, it's not actually that much. So yeah, quite a short story. So I did tell ChatGPT to make this longer. So while I'm showing this to all you guys, we're going to be doing a lot of scrolling. Oh boy. But yeah, all Jurassic Park vs. Jurassic World was dinosaurs being unleashed from each side, shenanigans and all that, and they make peace at the end. That's about it. Now, Jurassic Universe: A New World, the only chapter I'm going to go real into detail with is chapter 1, because I want to keep the rest kind of more secretive, if you know what I mean. But yeah, let's just say, I don't know if this will be the last time I do a story with ChatGPT, because yes, ChatGPT is a lot of fun to make stories with, but maybe next time I just need to craft my own ideas and also not have any mess ups, because ChatGPT had a few mess ups. um, Here's the premiere, Chapter 1. Now, after the events of Dominion, Maisie, Owen, and Claire lived a normal life in a little cabin. And same can be said for the others like Alan Grant and all that. You know, all of them, they just went and lived their normal life. Until one day, they want to return to the island, you know, they miss the island, it's been a while. I miss the island too. Anyways, yeah, they go back to the island. I'm actually making this story quite dark. I want to give the story darker vibes and make it as creepy as possible. Now, while going through this video, it may not feel dark, but trust me, when it actually comes out on Wattpad, which I will announce on my channel, you will now understand why it's dark, hopefully. But yeah, after the events of Dominion, they all just return to the island. Alan eventually calls Maisie and, not Maisie, Claire and Owen to come back to the island too. Claire and Owen's sidekick, Maisie, Maisie, the sidekick of Claire and Owen from Dominion, stays at a lab. Don't worry, Maisie, to the Maisie fans, Maisie still has a decent role at some point, but Maisie does stay in the lab during most of the start of the story. I will reveal a few things, and that's about it. So yeah, all this chapter is all. Yeah, I forgot to mention, Alan has a few sidekicks: David, Lexi, and Ellie and Henry. And yeah, they're all just there. And so yeah, chapter 1. All chapter 1 is just them exploring a woods, like a very woody area. And how did they get here? Well, they were using a helicopter, but the Pteranodon landed on their helicopter and crashed it. Conveniently, they all survived. Now they're all exploring. Owen and Claire bring another helicopter in and also arrive, but they never use the helicopter again after that because there are birds swarming the sky. Now, this leads them to continue their adventure barefoot and see if they can explore anything new or see if there's any dinosaurs or anything off of the island, as it's been a while. Not many humans are there. But yeah, I will show you what ChatGPT has crafted for chapter 1. You might have to pause because I am going to scroll through here quickly. I hope this is quickly, by the way. But yeah, all chapter 1 is really is just a sneak peek to this entire story. Now, the other chapters I'll try and keep as secret as possible. Chapter 2 is a bit similar. It's just them exploring. Though they see a bit more. They see. I will reveal just one more thing. Okay, that's not true actually. I'll reveal a couple more things, but that's only like willy nilly every now and then. They also find in this chapter the dead body of the Giganotosaurus from the Biozen incident. So yeah, that's pretty cool. And it is skeletons. It's been swollen and whole, showing there is another dinosaur threat around here. Now, yeah, that's all of chapter 2. ChatGPT has not made any mistakes yet. That is very impressive. Speaking as clever as the app is, you've got to be as careful as possible in describing it and make every scene important because sometimes ChatGPT can skip it. Chapter 3, basically nothing happens. All I can say is they find a lab, and there is a guy, I will reveal another character. There is a guy called the Doctor in there, who is going to be one of the antagonists of the story, who also has a side dinosaur with him, and that side dinosaur is very important for the story. But unless you guys choose to look at some of the writing while I'm talking right now, hopefully the dinosaur can be a secret, and some of you might know who it will end up being if you choose to look at the writing. Now, to the Poppy Playtime fans, no, the Doctor is not based off the Doctor from Poppy Playtime Chapter 4. Even though the Doctor in this story says little germs, which, yeah, he has a bit of a reference to Chapter 4, I guess, but trust me, that's about it. They're still completely different characters, so, yeah. Chapter 4, nothing really interesting to say about Chapter 4, so let's just keep going down. Chapter 5, I will say something about this chapter. Rexy, the T-Rex, is in this chapter. Yes, she is still alive. Though, unfortunately, Rexy fans, in this chapter, she is starving. She is being trapped, and she is being held captive by the very evil and mean Doctor. She is starving, and ChatGPT, I don't know why we're doing this, but, let's just read this. I'm sorry, Owen, Rexy seemed to say with her sad, haunting gaze. I had no choice. ChatGPT, what are we doing? Why are we making Rexy speak? I don't get it. But yeah, that's very strange, but hey, gotta have them mistakes sometimes. Same thing happened, especially with Jurassic Park vs. Jurassic World, especially in the middle of the story. Now, we don't have any more of this for a while. I will mention Chapter 6 starts a new trend where ChatGPT, for some reason, loves to call his chapters Shadows of the Past. Now, ChatGPT, once again, I don't know why we are repeating the same chapter name. Same happens for next chapter. Let's just go to Chapter 7. Chapter 7, Shadows of the Past and the Rise of Omega. Shadows of the Past again, like what? Anyways, so as you can tell, at the end it says the Rise of Omega. So the Doctor's side threat I mentioned earlier on, yeah. So basically, the Doctor is making extra hybrids to help him out in case the side threat he has currently dies one day to like natural causes or something. So these hybrids are made as sides in case. You guys may know Omega 09 from Jurassic World the game. Well, ChatGPT in this for some reason chose to make Omega. Let me just show you. Let me just find it quickly. Oh my god. Here it is. Known as Omega 09, or as the Doctor called it, the Ankylodocus. What? Why is it an Ankylodocus though? Like, I was so confused. I could have explained it a bit better, but I honestly thought ChatGPT would have got it more. So in this chapter, Omega 09 was supposed to be intimidating and mysterious. He wasn't completed yet. But ChatGPT gets Omega-09 confused for an Ankylodocus. Yes, the Ankylodocus was meant to be in this chapter as a sauropod being made, but not Omega-09. That's a separate thing. I think while I was describing, I made it look like they was the same character. So, mistakes on me. 2 more things I want to go through until I end the video, as I want to make this story as secretive as possible. As soon as I finish this video, guys, you can go back to whatever you were doing, don't worry. It's just, oh my god, this contains too much scrolling, and I don't really like that. Try not to read it, guys. Spoilers. Big spoilers. I really hope I haven't gone past it, though. I think I went, past it. My bad. In a little entertaining scene in whatever this chapter is, I forgot. It's a pretty fun chapter with multiple dinosaurs, but a strange choice. So you know how I mentioned how Maisie was in a lab earlier on? And that she's not with the group? Well, ChatGPT somehow forgot, and now Maisie's in the group in this chapter. I told him not to include Maisie until I mention her again, but, just because I want to give Maisie lore in the story still. Don't worry, Maisie will still get to do a lot, but by this chapter, yes, Maisie is still not really here. But yeah, for some reason, I don't know how this happened, this came out of nowhere. ChatGPT was just like, oh, okay, let's include Maisie in this chapter. And I'm like, ChatGPT, what is this? Nah, I'm kidding. I'm not actually that mean. ChatGPT did a great job. It's just sometimes a bit annoying to work with. But hey, that's not all. Next one. Oh yeah, Shadows of the Past yet again. ChatGPT, come on now. Last chapter now before I end the video. Chapter 17. All I'm gonna say is, boy oh boy, this was a pain to make. This has a lot of lore, so I don't want to reveal any of it. Though I had to tell ChatGPT to remake this 3 times. Now, don't get me wrong. He actually made the chapter really well. This is still really good. But let me tell you what the issue was. Because it was so long, I crafted it for like 10 minutes. ChatGPT forgot a lot of scenes. I had to tell him to keep rewriting, maybe make a few scenes a little bit better. It was so annoying. And I don't want to go through it because it contains some interesting spoilers. Though he forgot a lot of scenes, like a chase scene, a scene that contains the antagonists, and a scene with a lot of other dinosaurs. But yeah, that's all I really had to say. We're like, just cross your fingers, guys, that I don't make mistakes again, by the way, because I had to record this 3 times, which is why my voice sounds very rushed and annoyed in this video. The other 2 attempts making this video were better, but I got a little bit in a mood while making this video, because basically, as a person who uses AZ Screen Recorder, you gotta have your microphone on. From a previous thing I was making, I had my internal audio on, which is when you can only hear, your, like, whatever's on the screen. For example, the oof sound plays on Roblox. You can still hear that on internal audio, but you can't hear your voice. Meaning, the first 2 times I filmed this, I was on mute, and I didn't realise. Now I'm actually got my microphone on, so it's chill. But yeah, I'm in a bit of a mood because of that. But, yeah, hopefully you guys didn't read any of the writing, because there's points where it's clearly visible, especially the big white writing. Just try to pay attention to my voice. Wait, I said that a bit too late now. I'm ending the video. But yeah, hopefully you just paid attention to my voice, because if you look at the writing, you might accidentally capture a big spoiler. Anyways, I've waffled for long enough now. Thank you so much for watching. Oh god, I accidentally just revealed a big spoiler there. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye! What was that laugh? Anyways, I'll see you in the next video.